Our
Cliche but still, knowledge is power. Knowledge of the law enables us to reason out in an adverse situation. MyLegalWhiz is here to empower us.
Speaking on behalf of the law students from Negros Oriental.
Yan yung mga actual questions na sobrang open-ended, hindi masyadong detalyado.
Today, we are introduced to another innovation, the MyLegalWhiz and Ask Free Legal Advice or Ask Leia. MyLegalWhiz is an innovative online platform for legal knowledge, documentation, and research services that can help our micro, small, and medium enterprises without spending immediately on technical legal references or without getting a professional retainer for their legal issues and queries.
This is going to be very interesting, not only to lawyers but also to all who are in need or will be in need of lawyers. The interesting thing about it, however, is that you may not have to consult a lawyer in person anymore. You simply need to click your gadget and you are able to access legal content that you may need, whether you are a businessman, a legal researcher, or labor and tax professional.
This is regarding
Yes.
the books and resources.
Yes.
Kasi they don't have a Rex bookstore in their area.
Regular employee na siya. However, hindi yun ginrant ng kumpanya na. You are entitled to separation pay of at least 1 month pay for every year of service kapag regular employee ka. Yun yung hinahabol niya. So if you qualify as a regular employee earlier than in 2019, then your separation pay shall also be counted retroactively to cover the earlier years of service as a regular employee.
It's about time that they should be educated on how to address some of these legal concerns, and they can access this through the tip of their fingers with MyLegalWhiz online platform. So I would like to thank MyLegalWhiz for initiating this roadshow caravan for our businesses to be able to educated on these concerns.
Research at the tip of your fingers, ganyan po kadali ang MyLegalWhiz. Kaya nga iniinganyo natin po ang ating mga kababayan, hindi lamang hindi lamang po yung mga eskwelahan sa mga law schools, Attorney M, kahit yung mga private companies, lalo na po mga LGU, mga
LGU sa Attorney G.
Di ba yung mga nasa gobyerno natin, mga ahensya ng pamahalaan, i-try nyo po ito dahil ito po yung malaking tulong sa kung paano po kami nakinabang dito. Ang puntahang legal ay nakikinabang dito, ang mga estudyante ng pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila ay nakikinabang, kayo din po gusto namin makinabang.
Kaya naisipan namin na gumawa o siguro i-maximize natin yung paggamit ng technology. So nakita nga namin itong MyLegalWhiz. Dito na kami naghahanap. Nagda-download kami ng mga forms. So wala kami ibang ginagawa kundi pag-download. So fill up na lang namin yung form. Re-reviewin na lang namin.
Do sari-sari stores and online shops that have capitalization lower than 20,000 pesos need to print official receipts at the BIR.
We recommend that you still get a BIR certificate of registration and get an authority to print official receipts. Namatay from whom they did not inherit anything kasi wala kang property, pero nakatanggap naman sila sa lolo nila. So ang kadagdagan na kaalaman lang po.
Good morning,
everyone.
Good
Good
morning
morning po sa
po. Good
lahat.
morning po.
Sa
Good
Region
morning
9.
po.
Morning.
Hi.
Hello, ARD. We're live.
Morning po.
Hi. Share lang po natin yung yung FB live link natin para sa ating mga business counselors. So, good morning po, ARD. Al, let me know if you're ready for your opening remarks.
Yeah, I'm ready. Just a short message.
Yes, sir. Sige po. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll wait for you. Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you were just asking me. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Good morning to Attorney Dexter Feliciano, the founder and CEO of this MyLegalWhiz. To our MSMEs, with best experience or good experience for this MyLegalWhiz, especially to Mr. Patrick Mabilog, and also we have here some of the MSMEs like Ms. Charmaine. Good morning, and to our viewers and of course the DTI staff. We see that this is MyLegalWhiz is very, so timely, especially during this pandemic, wherein our MSMEs will be provided with good knowledge of, will be provided with knowledge on about their businesses. Because as I see, this MyLegalWhiz has been there, long time. For a long time, I've been a regional focal person for Negosyo Center, and we were provided a free subscription for a few months, and we already have disseminated this to our MSMEs, but still, parang we still have a very low participation. I mean, a communication with this. But this, I said, this is a very good event. Doing it virtually, especially inviting some of our MSMEs to share with us, what they have learned, the importance of this MyLegalWhiz. For me, if there is a Consumer Act of the Philippines law that provides the rights of our consumers, of course they have their responsibilities. I think this MyLegalWhiz is really providing the MSMEs the legal knowledge they have to know. Andito, so we have to really balance this one, okay? Because this online subscription-based research and services platform, it really provides easy and quick access to rich and updated content of the legal knowledges for our MSMEs. So to our MSMEs, please, we really need your active participation to learn about the legal knowledge. Makinig po kayo. This is the best time for us to know. Hindi lang po yung mga consumers ang papanigan natin. I'm sure magtatanong ang mga MSMEs natin, paano naman kami? So this is the right time, the right venue. We have the best speakers for MyLegalWhiz and the best sharers of their experiences. Okay? So I would like to thank, of course, the Attorney Dexter for having this virtual conference to really provide our viewers, especially would-be entrepreneurs and our existing entrepreneurs, of the right things when it comes to doing their business. Okay? So with that, thank you very much and good morning po sa lahat.
Salamat po, Director Al. Good morning po sa lahat. Ako si Attorney Dexter Feliciano, the founder and CEO of Think Office Corp, the creator of MyLegalWhiz. I'm with Patrick Mabilog, our partner, entrepreneur, and also part of our team sa MyLegalWhiz. He's from Bacolod. He'll be talking about his experience as an entrepreneur and also some tips for work from home entrepreneurs sa ating region. And of course, I want to greet everyone. So sa lahat po ng nag-attend ngayong araw na ito, sa ating mga DTI officials na nandito sa feed natin and also sa stream natin, salamat po sa pag-attend. And I want to acknowledge also an entrepreneur, si Ms. Charmaine Uy. Ma'am, good morning. And later, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, your donation drive later, you can also announce it after the talk and event. So first off, I want to share this one, no, to start.
Thank
Remember
you.
po, thank you po. Remember po yung sinabi ni President Duterte when he made his SONA. Ang sabi niya, the national government shall lead the way in our transition to online systems. So ito na po yun ang contribution namin as a private company in partnership with the DTI. So thank you very much, DTI, for partnering with us to provide online legal knowledge and services to the masses, specifically to our businesses who are still recovering during this pandemic. No, during this uncertain time, it's very important that we help and support all our entrepreneurs and businesses all over the country. We want them to focus on their core businesses. Helping them focus is when we provide support sa mga non-core, sa mga administrative things. So these are yung mga legal documents, drafting of legal forms, contracts, and overall legal guidance. So ngayon pong new normal tayo, ito na, digitally available na po. You don't need to go to a lawyer immediately or check on Google and sift on vast amounts of data. You get it immediately through MyLegalWhiz. So next, no, this is the reality right now. Kaya nga tayo ino-offer natin itong digital legal assistance natin because we know Filipinos are now the world's heaviest internet users. Actually, 2018 pa po itong statistics na to. For sure, ngayong period na ito, mas marami pa po ang nasa internet, online and social media. That's why we are projecting this seminar through Facebook na rin. So, Patrick, what is your experience now in as an entrepreneur
Hi, yes,
this time?
tama. Thank you, Attorney Dex. Good morning to everyone, to all the business owners who are watching, and also the panel who's here with us today. Happy Friday the 13th.
Oo nga,
Ano,
happy Friday the
natin yung
13th sa lahat.
Pero hindi, I think siguro we're all fortunate to be here. Alam naman po natin, 'di ba, Luzon is just experienced a typhoon, pero for our viewers in Zamboanga, yun nga, we're glad to know that you're safe from and spared from the typhoon we
Yes.
were just talking earlier, and also all of Region 9 as well. Siguro yun nga, just like jumping off where you were saying, Attorney Dex, no, na especially during this period where we're experiencing one of the hardest times for especially for entrepreneurs. The COVID-19 pandemic has not just brought about a health crisis, it's also brought about an economic crisis. And I think one thing that really just I was just thinking talaga, talking with my team as well the past few weeks, planning for 2021. Nisip na namin what's next for us in 2021. But before that, we were reflecting at 2020, looking at how we did, what were the things that we did right, what were the challenges that we faced, what can we do better next year. And one word that really came up for us was business agility, how to be agile as a business. And really, in MyLegalWhiz, that's really one of the core things that we want to achieve, is to help businesses become more agile, to shift, to adapt, whether it's adapting in the midst of a global crisis like the COVID-19 crisis, or baka also if you have personal crisis as well in your business. That's really our goal. And there was essentially the one thing that we've seen in the COVID-19 crisis, the pandemic, is the importance of adapting into the digital age. Ito nga sabi ni Laura Kane, she's one of the heads of UBS Wealth Management. Now we're entering a new age, a new industrial age, where it's not just about productivity anymore, it's also about connectivity. And now we're seeing that there's an increased digital lifestyle from working, even e-learning. We were talking with Miss Charmy earlier before we went live about that the new normal that we have now with kids education. There's an increased level of learning online, shopping and entertainment. Even the labor market is shifting to online technology. There are so many jobs now and businesses that did not exist before. Personally, my personal business, I run a digital marketing and strategy agency, this did not exist 10 years ago. This is a pretty new job description, a new business model. And then there's also more localized production advances in robotics. For instance, I think siguro yung pinaka best context for us now is there's so many automations that we can do. And I think MyLegalWhiz is a good example of that, where now we can automate legal knowledge, where you don't, yun nga yung sabi ni Attorney Dex, you don't have to wait for a lawyer, because we know that lawyers are very busy and sometimes we need a legal knowledge instantly. And so now we're getting this to this level where we can automate certain responses, and we can be smarter and we can be faster in the way that we operate. And now, because of what's happening in COVID-19, there's a lot more work from home scenarios that are happening, especially for business owners. Kaya nga po ito, we just wanted to share lang quickly. I found this article on the Wall Street Journal. Kasi po, we know that it's been hard to really adjust to work from home setting. How do you separate work from home, 'di ba? I mean, kasi kung work from home ka, then sometimes work and home seem to overlap, and that can cause some stress. Sometimes 10
Yes.
o'clock in the evening, we're still working kasi it's so readily available eh. So we can't let go of work anymore. So just a couple of tips, no? And I think siguro what's been happening now is with entrepreneurs, there's been an increased level of stress. I mean, I know for one that DTI put out a mandate to look for more ways to increase mental health awareness amongst entrepreneurs, because these have been stressful times. Apart from the fact that our profit is affected, our operations are affected, I'm sure that our personal lives are affected as well. So just a couple of tips lang to improve productivity when working from home. Make sure that you vet your setup, meaning be deliberate about how you set up, your workspace and at home. And also kind of connects to number 2 is also to make space. Personally, right now, I'm in the guest room of our house, so I'm formed it into parang an office of sorts, because you want to keep your workspace and your personal space separate. I've been working from home, by the way, for the last 7 years already. And when I was starting off with work from home, because my team is virtual, you would work anywhere. You would work in the living room, you work in the bedroom. But I noticed kasi pagkapag ganun, your mind is all over the place. So it actually helps to make a physical space that's really just dedicated to work, and then also to find your focus. So if you're a parent here today, for instance, I'm also a parent. I have a child that's being homeschooled now, and then of course I'm taking care of her homeschool. So minsan you're pulled different ways, diba? You're in a webinar like this, and then you have a child that's going on with homeschool. Really trying to find ways to focus, fix your schedule in a way that you can still work and then take care of personal matters at home. Also make sure to heed your stressors. Personally, for me, I'm a very migraine prone person. So I get migraines a lot. And so I have to make sure that I heed my stressors, whether it's too much light, too much screen time, the heat. Right now, thankfully, I'm in an air-conditioned room. Mainit na po ngayon dito sa Bacolod. I think the typhoon has passed our part already. So really heed your stressors and avoid that as much as possible, whether it's temperature, it's screen time, it's noise. Heed those stressors and try to isolate yourself from that. And then lastly is also to set expectations. And this, I think, is a very common and traditional but still very effective productivity tool and hack, if you want to call it that. Really setting expectations for the day. I'm a very big fan of productivity tools. I have productivity tools for checklists, for putting in my ideas, for communications, ganon. So really just trying to find ways to remain as productive as you can. I think at the end of the day, right now, for especially for entrepreneurs, the key to really succeeding, surviving, and even thriving in a pandemic, or even after this pandemic, whatever crisis you might face in your business, is really to focus on productivity, not busyness. Kasi we're always, 'di ba, sometimes we're so caught up with I have to be busy as a business owner. I have to always be doing something. But even if we're busy, does that not always mean that we're productive. So the key talaga ngayon is really, especially now, I hope that as business owners, we have learned the importance of productivity and how can we be more productive now, focusing on the things that matter most and focusing on
Yes.
the activities that really generate for us. That's why we did MyLegalWhiz kasi. The MyLegalWhiz, we want to remove that burden already from you. Now you don't have to think about the legal side anymore. You don't have to spend so much time on that. You don't have to spend so much time researching on Google for certain forms and information. It's all in one platform so that you can save time and then you can put that time into things that really add value to your business and to you as a person as well.
Yes, correct, Patrick. No, I agree with that one. Thank you for sharing your insights sa work from home scenario natin. Actually, also in MyLegalWhiz, we are also working from home right now. So, ganyan po kaganda pag internet yung ano mo, meron kang internet and also your business is about technology, you can work anywhere you are. So ngayon, when we realize that okay, it's good to provide legal services online na. So that's why we released MyLegalWhiz. We launched this credits.mylegalwiz.com in partnership with the DTI to be spread all over the country for entrepreneurs and all our small and medium enterprises. Sabi nga ni Patrick, we want everyone to focus on their core businesses. No, ang MyLegalWhiz po, ang legal services, ang legal knowledge is not part of the core businesses or core business of an entrepreneur, unless of course you're a law firm, no, or a consultancy firm, no. Pero ngayon, because of MyLegalWhiz, you don't need to get immediately a lawyer. You don't need to sift on a lot of data, volumes of data in the internet. Now you can just click using your smartphone, tablet, or computer, and you can search anything that is relevant to your business, especially business law. So here, I want to show how MyLegalWhiz works. So first, yung pong mga hindi pa po nagsa-sign up, please sign up to credits.mylegalwiz.com and input DTI R9. Yan po DTI R9_500. This is the promo code that you need for you to be able to download legal content, proprietary legal content, legal forms, documents, and get answers to legal questions. So in a while, I'll show how it works, especially the Ask Leia part of MyLegalWhiz. So if you see here the screen, you'll see that it has a search box. No? Nakalagay na yung land registration requirements kasi we used that a while ago for one of our subscribers sa MyLegalWhiz. So here it's like Google. Now you just need to type any topic, any legal or business topic that you might think of or very important for your business. For example, contracts, employment contracts. Let's try typing it. And madali lang po to. Then we go back. Magja-jump lang po ako from typing content to registration. So when you type contracts in MyLegalWhiz, you get all the types of contracts that you need. So here you'll see the standard employment contract, probationary employment contract, even contracts, substitution in OFWs, etc. So makikita nyo po lahat yan sa MyLegalWhiz. So paano ko po nagawa ito kasi may account na ako. Meron tayong credits dito. Dito nyo po ilalagay pala yung mga credits natin, no? Sa credit button sa upper right natin, you click on this one. Once you enter and logging into MyLegalWhiz is so easy. It's just like logging into Facebook or logging into Gmail or Yahoo Mail. May fill upan lang po kayo yung username and password and then that's it. And then you can put the codes. The first code that you can put is the MLW 500 code. Dito po nyo ilalagay sa credit promo code section. Once you put the MLW 500 code, it will increase your credits into 500. No? 500 credits meaning 500 pesos po. So I have 2,610 credits. If I click on this MLW 500, ay nagamit ko na pala to, so hindi ko na magagamit ulit. It will increase your credits from 0 to 500. And then you can put, of course, the one that is in the screen, yung DTI R9 underscore 500. Yan. Pag kinlik nyo pong load credit promo code, madadagdagan naman ng 500. So 1,000 credits. So each entrepreneur, each small and medium enterprises under the DTI can use the DTI codes that we provided per region. So lagay nyo lang po yan, 1,000 credits po each. So we have hundreds of thousands of codes that we released all over for all entrepreneurs in the country. So let's go back. You can ask questions po, no? Yung mga nanonood po natin sa audience, you can ask questions using the comment section in MyLegalWhiz. And also sa panelists natin ngayon, you can ask questions later after my demonstration. So let's go back now to the knowledge section. So tinype po natin kanina, no, employment contracts, and you get a lot of discussion about employment contracts. But a lot of entrepreneurs and businesses need documents. So you click on the next section, no, the legal forms section. The knowledge and the legal forms section are the most used sections in MyLegalWhiz apart from Ask Leia. So yan po, pag nakikita nyo po dyan, nakikita nyo dito yung project employment contracts, probationary employment contract, regular employment contract, etc. So for example, if I'm a warehouse man or something, I want to lease a warehouse, or I'm a lessee, I can click on this one, no? Warehouse lease contract, and see what the warehouse lease contract is. So since I got this before and I used my credits, it's already available for me or to me. So yeah, you can access this warehouse lease contract. Ganito po itsura niyan. Contract of lease. 9 pages. You can download it to document, you can download it to PDF, or you can email it. Because we want you to customize it. You can customize this document or ask help from Leia how to use it. So now, let's try another one. Lahat po tayo ngayon nasa pandemic, so we need to know what our rights and obligations. What are rights and obligations as entrepreneurs, lessees and lessors, lenders and borrowers, no? So yung mga grace period, yan, importante po ito. Okay, so here, you can see the screen, bayanihan to recover as one act. So bakit po natin tinype ito? Sa MyLegalWhiz, lahat po ng relevant laws for entrepreneurs and businesses ay nandito. From BMBEs to Consumer Act of the Philippines, nandito po. So here is the bayanihan to recover as one act. Of course, as an entrepreneur, now you don't want to read these full text ng law, no? You just want to know, tama ba na parang hindi muna ako magbayad ng commercial rent, for example, sa inuupahan ko. Sabi po sa batas, immediately you can type grace period for loans. Makikita nyo kaagad dito sa raw content ng batas na merong 60-day, one-time 60-day grace period to be granted for the payment of existing, current, and outstanding loans falling due. Bakit po natin pinapakita to? Kasi lagi pong tanong to sa MyLegalWhiz and Ask Leia. Now, we go to the knowledge section. We want to show how the knowledge section works in terms of these kinds of questions. For example, grace period for loans. When you type grace period for loans, makikita nyo po dito yan. Do I need to pay my loans due, auto, housing, credit cards? Nandyan po lahat yan. Yan. Section 8. I think this should have been edited because it should be 60-day grace period na. Let's see. Grace period. Yan, multiple loans. Minimum 30-day grace period. So this the knowledge section. It sifts through the data, so you don't need to read the raw content of the law. So you can also type, for example, trade secrets. Yeah, trade secrets. So click on trade secrets. You will know more about trade secrets. And if you need to know, if you don't understand a specific term or concept here, you can ask Leah. Now, when you click on the left side portion, nakikita niyo po dyan, si Leah. Leah is your legal engineer assistant. So it looks like this one. No, ito na po yung parang tinatawag natin digital legal department. No? You have the knowledge and you have the assistance. In Leah, you can ask questions. So, you can request for a legal form, request for clarification of a certain term in a legal contract. What is a non-disclosure agreement, for example? Ask a question and send it. So gusto ko pong pakita what are the questions asked by our MSMEs. Specifically, some are DTI representatives and staff. For example, this question. Hi Leah, I need clarification on the eligibility requirements set under the Barangay Micro Business Enterprises Act or the BMBE. So itong question ng isang DTI staff natin that is using MyLegalWhiz, sabi niya, the enterprise CEPE Lotto agent was registered under the DTI, which also intends to apply as a BMBE beneficiary. So in other words, gusto mag-apply ng Lotto agent as a BMBE. However, sabi dito, there is a Department of Finance circular or order which provides that an enterprise can only qualify for registration if it's not a branch, subsidiary, division, or office of a large-scale enterprise. Now, ginamit niya ang MyLegalWhiz to clarify kung tama ba siya. So, pwede po ninyong gawin yun, no? Yung mga taga-DTI po, we will support you. And also, of course, yung mga entrepreneurs, pwede rin po magtanong sa atin. Sabi niya dito, I would like to clarify if this enterprise is qualified based on the guidelines mentioned below. In-attach po niya ang RA 9178 in MyLegalWhiz, so it's already there. So sabi niya, sabi namin sa Leah team, based on the DOF order, a business operating as a Lotto agent does the description of being a micro business in nature and scope, since the latter must not be a branch, subsidiary, division, office, or large-scale enterprise and its policies, business models, and operandi, etc. A Lotto agent is basically a Lotto outlet, franchise, and its business operations must comply with the PCSO guideline. Accordingly, does not qualify to register as a BNBE. In other words, we clarified it, no? Yung ganun na question from our DTI staff. And another question, no, coming also from a business, because we know kung sino po yung mga businessman na nagtatanong sa amin, hindi lang po mga businesses ang tinatanong about land titles, about domestic issues. No, they can ask questions. For example, this is one of the questions that was posed by one entrepreneur. No, it's outside his business, pero it affects him. How to prove ownership of a piece of land when the land title is lost? You might have an experience like this one. No, we answer them with citations. So ganyan po ang MyLegalWhiz. So you can ask legal questions, you can search, and you can get legal knowledge or legal forms using the system. So you can ask questions na po if you, so we can continue the discussion. So this is Leah, and then this is the knowledge section of MyLegalWhiz. So the DTI, Patrick, first before we continue, while we're waiting for the questions, Patrick, maybe you can relay something about your experience on My Legal Whiz.
I think siguro Dex, I'd like to hear from Miss Charmaiden as well, no?
Yes, yes.
More about her business, how she been in the new normal, and then I guess also like from a technology standpoint, like how helpful My Legal Whiz can be to a business like hers. Miss Charmy, you want to share with us?
Yes. Ayun.
Sure. Hi. First of all, it's my pleasure to be here. And I'm really grateful to be part of this. This is actually my
Yes,
first
ma'am.
time to hear of my legal whiz. And basing from what I've been hearing earlier, I'm really, really certain that this is a very helpful tool and platform to all MSMEs, down from the contract to other legal forms. These are items which small MSMEs couldn't just get hold of. So,
Yes.
with or fear of getting into this much details when it comes to business. So having this with just a click of a finger is just a very big help. So anyway,
Mama,
my name is
yes.
yes.
Yes, ma'am, please. Continue
Okay.
po.
So anyway, my name is Charme Uy. I'm based in Dipolog City. So I'm currently a franchisee of Julie's Bake Shop and Lugaw ni Bossing. I've been in business here in Dipolog for about 9 years already. So when it comes to this scenario of COVID, who would have predicted that this all of this would happen? But unfortunately, it is, and it's going on, and we don't really know until when when the solution will be, you know, uh,
Return to normal.
so best thing for us
Parang
as
ganun.
entrepreneurs, yeah, is to really be steadfast in everything that we do. Let's not give up. Let's continue what we were doing. But ngayon nga, it's so much better to do business because may technology na. With technology, our business, our resources won't just be localized. It's more on national and even international. So that's really a big hope to all other businesses. Like to be really honest, I haven't really been out of the house for the longest time, and this is really the longest time I've been in the house. It's not driving me crazy, but it's driving me to do so much things. Now that I'm based here in the house, I've I've been so productive. Really, I've seen this quarantine time as not a time of parusa, but more of a time of productivity for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We agree. I agree.
Business ideas um, that
Yeah.
that I come up with pages as well. So out from this quarantine period, I've opened up two other businesses. No,
Mm.
so when I was so
Wow.
because yeah when I was with when I was so focused with my franchise business, I wasn't really thinking of any other things. No, I was just really focused on day-to-day operation, going to the bake shops physically. Now that I can't do that, I have more time to think of other things. Before I was thinking, oh, how I really would want to bake, but I felt like I didn't have the time. So when I was stuck in the house, I did baking and then I started selling and you know, so far people have been buying, but then you just have to quantify your time because when I was as to I have come up with, I named them Lami and Balay Magayon. So Lami is actually a passion project for me because it's something that I really wanted to do like baking, but I really didn't have. I thought I really didn't have the time before COVID. But now that I'm here in the house for the longest. Ayun, natuto na rin ako mag-bake and to conceptualize and then to think outside the box really. And then my second business venture are with my other friends. It's more on sa house furnishings naman. So it's starting really slow, but really our platform in all these two businesses are all online, no?
Mm.
So ngayon talaga as a business person, you guides, don't stick with what you are accustomed to because this is the new normal, they say.
Yeah.
Don't think of what you are used to. Kasi hindi na siya normal. Kung parati kang, if you go on pitying yourself, oh, sana ganito, sana hindi nagkaganito, well, wala na. Tapos na yun. Move on. Isip ka ng something new. Isip ka ng something more productive to start your day with.
Yeah.
I wish times were the same. I wish my sales were the same. I wish, yung mga hopeful thinkings natin.
Yes.
We all think of that. We all wish that things were normal, but it's not. And as I've mentioned earlier, we don't know kung kailan magno-normalize. So we better think outside the box. Think of how we can be more productive. Think of what you were passionate before that you cannot do. Baka, from that
Baka dito mag-click. Oo.
Baka, no? You can have another venture with that.
Yep.
Kunwari, you have an existing business right now and it's not doing well. What ka mag-self-pity? You move on. Sorry about that.
That's the new normal. That's the new normal. Yan, actual example yan.
So, saying, wag ka mag-self-pity. Kasi pag mag-self-pity ka, that's the end of you. Wala ka. Hindi ka babangon if you keep on pitying yourself. Guys, please, sorry. No, I'm sorry. Kanina, it was a problem before we went live with the streaming. So, sorry about the noise. My kids are in my office right now. They're tutoring actually. Tutoring so ganito na yung new norm natin. So like I was saying, wag kang mag-self-pity. Self-doubt, that's really the worst you can do to yourself.
Right.
Kasi in these times like this, sino magpipick up? Who picks you up? Who lifts you up? Wala, because everybody's down.
Yes.
You will be the one lifting yourself.
So, yes. Mr. May, who's your assistant now? I mean, how do you do it? Yes.
Yeah, so I'm very grateful and fortunate na I have a workforce that's been with me for quite a while, or some has even started. So I've really learned to designate employees to accompany me in this journey. So with all the branches that I have, currently I have 8 the big branches of the Lugo one. So with the branches that I have, I all have it CCTV, so I can just view them in the house. So that is a big break with technology. And then I have designated employees to do the supervision for me, but technically everything passes through me. So the business still continues, the flow still continues, but you'll just have to fund business to work for you. It's quite a costly venture, to add CCTVs and to do Wi-Fi connections in all the branches. But we have to do that. We have to spend for what is important
Mm.
there. And then I have like group chats, of course, where for my for all the branches and for all the supervisors to report to me. And for great is yung CCTV. Sobrang nakakatulong.
How about your internet connection, ma'am? I mean, in the Polog City, is it good? Is it
Fortunately, it is. Yes. Previously, as I've mentioned earlier, when the online classes started, medyo it was the worst. So, but now I think PLDT has
nag-improve?
ano yun, parang and na naman yung service na natatanggap namin dito.
Ma'am, I have a question. How do you do, for example, kasi we are discussing about MyLegalWhiz a while ago. Who does your contracts? Where do you get your legal guidance? Or how do you do it? Yes.
Kaya nga, as I was saying earlier, I'm very, 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 more than grateful to be part of this panel, no? Ako lang. I did all the research. I know my contracts have lapses and may makakalusot talaga. That's why after this, I'm gonna do consultation with my MyLegalWhiz para I can do and change some of my contracts, some of my existing contracts, and even with a contract of leases for my rented spaces that I can maybe. That's why I'm very, very grateful. When you showed all the valuable help that's just a click away, that is such a big relief to me, and not just probably to me, but to all other entrepreneurs out there na nag-iisip, paano kaya gumawa ng contract of lease? Paano kaya, because I was there, I passed through that stage, no, na paano kaya to? Sino kayang tatanungin ko? Tapos pag, if I go magkano or alam mo yun, yung parang those thoughts na syempre kung maliit ka pa, syempre natatakot ka. And then I know a lot of MSMEs here in not just here in Zamboanga, but maybe really all over, because yung nag-iisip na ay nakakatakot naman pumunta sa law firm, ay alam mo yun, yung parang hindi sila sure if they would ask the right question, if they go to a legal place where everything is so set up and so formal. At least dito, alam mo yun, right in the comfort of their homes, they can just click and confidently check what available forms or documents or needs they can get. So this is really a very good platform.
Let's meet at Victory Road.
Thank you, ma'am. No, actually, your testimonial is actually similar to a lot of testimonials of entrepreneurs all over the country. Yung parang, sabi nga, di ba Patrick, you related before, sometimes natatakot sila pumunta sa lawyer kasi magbabayad ka, ma'am. Di ba? Orasan ka pumunta ka, tapos, okay, let's start, 30 minutes. Tapos paglabas mo, 2,000 pesos.
Yun nga,
like that.
Magkano kaya to? Tama ba tinanong ko? Tama ba yung sinabi ko? Yung parang you said the right things and you got what you really meant to go to, or yung alam mo yun, did you get yung
yes.
Na parang if you go to a legal office, parang hala, napaka-formal naman ang setup ng place ito. Parang nakakatakot naman magsalita. Baka magkamali ako.
Patrick, your situation din, ma'am, actually, ang ganda ng story mo, and also si Patrick wants to share something about yung experience din niya.
Yeah, I think siguro I tama Dex, no. I think I shared this a few times already with the other regions.
Yeah.
Miss Charme, I definitely know how you feel because I was also in the same boat before. Well, for me personally, because I'm more in the service industry, I'm a consultant by profession. So contracts
Alright.
are very important. So kasi, 'di ba? I mean, if you get to contract with a business who wants to hire our team essentially to help them with
With you.
marketing, operations, and then I had
Yes.
instances before where, of course, I was very young. I started my business at the age of 18 years old. I did not know where I was. Definitely like you, especially at that time. I was 18 years old. I was very afraid of lawyers. I had a
Mm.
phobia of lawyers, and so everything was just Googled, right? I mean, I just Googled everything. I Googled non-disclosure agreements, contracts, payments, like everything. So, pero little did I know that I was actually downloading contracts and agreements from other countries. And
Yes,
so, because
me too.
I was not a very detailed person. I still am not. I did not check the contract, and then nakakatawa kasi when the client would see the contract, merong United States, merong United Kingdom. It's very unprofessional. So I was very embarrassed, you know. And of course, the contract was practically useless kasi it's not our context. And siguro, when I was listening to you lang, parang
Personalized. Kailangan
yeah,
kasi it's
oo.
applicable to whichever corporation or business, small or big, yung
Right.
kontrata.
Right. I think what we need kasi as business owners is contextual information.
That's
Context is
correct.
very important. Kasi the context, I mean, don't get me wrong, no, Google is very, 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 very helpful. Pero minsan kasi, especially with a topic like legal cases and legal forms, legal contracts, it's very contextual where I guess the more specific siguro, for example, for contracts, you can't just go to Google and search for a contract because there's thousands of contracts out there and you don't know which one's the right one.
True. That's correct.
So, and of course, I mean, if you go to a lawyer naman, you have this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a lawyer and I have friends who are lawyers. I really value their service. Pero alam ko
Yes.
kasi lawyers are very busy as well. So if you bother them with a non-disclosure agreement, it actually does them more harm than good. They would rather focus on more important things. And because of course we don't have that much lawyers in the Philippines, we actually have a lack of lawyers, and so we've also heard reports from law practitioners talaga when they hear about MyLegalWhiz. Kasi the question we hear a lot, is MyLegalWhiz a competitor for lawyers? And we don't think
Yeah.
of it that way. Kasi nga, yung CEO po natin is also a lawyer, di ba? So,
Yes.
but I think what it does is it supplements and it helps them. Kasi now, when you have a program like MyLegalWhiz, before you go to a lawyer, you can be armed already with knowledge. And you come to a lawyer and say, attorney, this is the research I did. I checked creditsmylegalwiz.com. And then I read about this executive order. I read about this case. I downloaded this contract. Can you help me out? So I think a good example there is usually now when I do contracts, because I also rent real estate out. I also have real estate property. All I do is I just download the rental agreement for people who are renting from my property, and then I just change up the details. My legal wiz's templates already have that lineup. Naka-highlight na po yung parts that you have to change. And then I just go to the lawyer and say, I need this notarized. And now, all of a sudden, the lawyer can just check the contract within 5 minutes, notarize it, and then we're done. Compared to having to making one from scratch and then eating up 30 minutes to an hour of his or her time, that could have been spent on more important cases. So it's really a win-win situation for both sides, for legal professionals and for business owners as well. Kasi that's the point of technology. Technology is not there to compete with manpower. We're always afraid na oh no, there's technology now. Technology can do customer service. It's gonna take away the jobs
Yeah.
of call centers. Technology can create websites for you. Now web developers don't have jobs. Pero if you look at it now, there's now more web developers than we've ever had before, and there's still a lack. Why? Because technology is not there to replace people. Yun yung fear natin na robots will take away our jobs. So my legal
I-
will take away the jobs of attorneys. So it's not that way. It actually supplements and it really helps us become more efficient.
I agree, Patrick. No, kasi a lot of users also or some lawyers ask us, "Nako, mawawalan na kami ng trabaho." Sabi ko, "Sir, hindi po. Actually, it will assist you and it will augment your work." Kasi MyLegalWhiz is not in the replacing business, no. It's in the augmenting and assisting business. It's in the empowering business. So we want to make everyone more efficient. No, both the lawyers and also their clients, businessmen man yan or regular citizens.
Yeah.
Because of MyLegalWhiz po, ang nangyayari po ngayon is even the far-flung areas ng Philippines, as long as may internet, naaasikaso po namin. Example, Sikihor. There are few questions that are asking, nakatira po kami sa creek, no, wala po kaming titulo, paano po kami makakapagpagawa ng titulo? These kinds of questions, they weren't able to ask it before. Now, they can ask it. And businesses who doesn't want to get lawyers or immediately, no, kasi they just want to get legal guidance or legal knowledge, they now can just type anonymously. Hindi naman anonymous kasi we still need to reply to the person who sent the question. They can ask questions in detail, typing it, and then we will answer it in detail also by typing it and sending the answers. And then sabi mo nga kanina, Patrick, no, you use some answers as a basis for your for example, if you are talking or negotiating with a bank, in case of an auto loan or a housing loan, hindi ka binigyan ng grace period, for example. So papakita mo ngayon, according to Bayanihan Act po, 60-day grace period according to this document.
Yeah.
So ganyan na po kadali the digital empowerment of this innovation.
Alam mo, Dex, if I can just add, no?
Yes.
Kasi usually yung the general response to technology in general, whether it's MyLegalWhiz or before, di ba? I mean, dati po hindi naman, who would have thought before that Google would now take over education? Yung mga ganito, before we were all very, there were most, not really all, pero a lot of people were very, their response was not very welcoming to these technologies. But alam mo, one thing na I can really attest, no, just listening to Miss Charmay's story, it's really important for us, again, going back to the idea of agility as a business.
Yes.
I was just reading this quote today. The quote basically said this, I have it in front of me: "Don't let what you know hinder what you can know." Don't let what you know, I'll say that again, no? Don't let what you know hinder what you can know. Alam po natin as business owners, what got you here to where you are today, it worked. But there are so many things that have changed since then. Technology is now here. The pandemic has changed consumer insights. We don't know what the new economy, the new normal is going to look like. Di po natin alam. Are people still going to continue using Grab food? Are people still going to patronize Lazada? We don't know. Maybe they might go back to the malls. Maybe they won't. So right now, business owners have this this dilemma: do I stick to the old ways? Or do I shift and adapt? And usually yung tanong dun is, so do I shift completely to online? Hindi naman po ganon. Sometimes we also have to have hybrids, diba? Kasi right now we're starting to see that even brick and mortar businesses now have online shops. They sell on Facebook. And so essentially yung principle lang talaga doon is before you kasi I'm sure probably for some people who are watching this, baka if I use MyLegalWhiz, baka it will not work for me. So there's that fear factor, 'di ba, na baka i-charge lang ako. Pero if you think about it, 500 pesos is already free, 'di ba? I mean, we're giving it for free. And even if you had to pay for it, you spend 100 pesos or 100 credits on MyLegalWhiz. Compare that with a legal form where you will get charged 5,000 to 10,000 pesos for it. So, but at the end of the day, as business owners, what got you to where you are now is your ability to adapt, to be agile, to shift when you need to shift. And I think the underlying factor here with trying new technology is that let's keep that open mind. na sure we're not sure, like si Miss Charmaine said kanina na I'll try this new idea, it might work, it might not work, but the only way that you will know is if you actually try it out. So I hope that that kind of takes out the friction lang for those especially those who are watching. What if I use my legal whiz and parang it did not work for me? Pero a question I want to ask, what if it did? And then it saves
Correct.
you so many hours, saves you so much money, saves you so much time, so much energy. I'm sure that you will not regret making that kind of decision. And I think that applies to a lot of things in business as well. But that's just one example, one insight that that really applies.
Thank you, Patrick, no, for that insight. Sa mga DTI representatives po natin, maybe you have questions po regarding the discussion or comments, feedback.
Hello po. Hello. Good morning, attorney.
Good morning,
and
Ms.
Sir
Maribel.
Patrick. I tried po the MyLegalWhiz app. So I did try also asking Leia. So it's very helpful po. And then the free 1,000 credit po na napakalaking tulong na po yun.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes, actually, we really prepared for it, Miss Maribel, now for everyone to have MyLegalWhiz. Sabi nga ni Miss Charmaine kanina, no, parang since you are thinking about several businesses, you don't want to be really bothered by support or administrative stuff like legal, no. Legal is very important, don't get me wrong, because sabi nga ni Ms. Charmaine and ni Patrick, no, contracts, no, yung policies sa negosyo, and even strategies, no, merong legal aspect yan. However, hindi naman yun yung main business mo. So you want that to be really, when you need it, it should be there. No, it should be easily accessible. Hindi yung parang pupunta ka pa sa lawyer, tapos natatakot ka, okay, charge ba ako nito? Matagal ba yung question? Tama ba yung question? Tama ba yung sagot? No, just to give you an insight po, as a lawyer, no, I don't memorize everything. If you ask me a question about land titles right now, I will just check MyLegalWhiz and then customize an answer for you. But I don't memorize everything kasi sometimes we think that all lawyers know everything kasi nag-aral sila ng law. Hindi po. Marunong lang po kami mag-research. And our main thing really is advocacy. No, if you need legal guidance, we can provide legal guidance. But right now, because kung information processing lang, ang computer po talaga ang napakabilis and napaka-efficient ngayon. For us lawyers, we need to level up to making better decisions using technology like MyLegalWhiz, providing better legal advice, not only better but faster and more efficient and more affordable. So yun po ang goal natin sa MyLegalWhiz. Ms. Charmaine, you want to add something?
Hi, yes. So anyway, you've mentioned about credits kanina, no? Since it's my first time to be acquainted with this app and this page, can you just guide me?
Yes,
Hello,
we can
you
hear
hear me? Okay. Can you just guide me kung how can we avail of the credits, and then if we would want to certain contract example, so is it magkano siya in credits? Can you just give me the math of the service, please?
Yes, sure. So ganito yan, Ms. Charmaine, thank you for asking that questions, and I think a lot of our audience want to ask that question also. Hindi lang nila natatanong. So, this is how you do contracts. First, of course, naka-sign up na po ba kayo? You can just try signing up. It's so easy to sign up. Sige, simula po tayo sa sign up. Okay. So if you want, for example, I'm an entrepreneur and I want a probationary contract of employment. So since I don't have MyLegalWhiz yet, I will go here. I will go to credits.mylegalwiz.com. Enlarge natin. Yan, ayan po yung link natin, credits.mylegalwiz.com. Makikita nyo dyan. And then you can sign up. Click sign up. You'll see here na meron kayong immediately MLW 500 credits, which means 500 credits na pwede nyo magamit, free credits. You can use 500 credits apart from the DTI credits, ma'am. No? So 1,000 credits lahat-lahat yun. So you can continue signing up. You just need to put your first name, last name, email, and password. These are the important and mandatory details that you need to put in MyLegalWhiz. Itong birthday, occupation, mobile number, hindi naman. Pwede nyo na lang ilagay yan next time sa profile ninyo. So once you signed up, you can log in using your username and password. Your username is your email. So in my case, this is my username. So log in. So once I'm logged in, since I have codes already, 2,610 codes to, you just need to click on this one. Zero ito eh. Pagpasok mo, zero pa lang po ito. And may instruction yan how to put the codes. You just need to go to the credit promo code section and type yung MLW 500 na nakita nyo kanina. And then after that, click load credit promo code. Mag-add ng 500 dito sa green button na to. And then the DTI R9_500. Another 500 credits. So you have total of 1,000 credits. Then you load promo code. So once you get all those codes, now you can go to the legal form section. Now pupunta na ako. Kailangan ko ng probationary employment contract kasi meron akong bagong employee na gusto ko munang i-check kung okay siya sa company. So you type probationary employment in the legal form section. The legal form sections are legal and business documents. So nandyan po yung mga contracts natin, nandyan yung mga agreements, clauses, petitions, complaints, nandyan po, mga letters, nandyan na rin. So let's see, a probationary employment contract. Yan. Legal forms. Yan po The legal forms section, let's check. Probationary. These are affidavits naman. Open yung kanina. Ayun. So, probationary employment contract. So, you need to click on this one, the legal form section. And then you'll get the probationary employment contract already. Caveat po, no? Na-download ko na kasi ito dati. So, I've already downloaded this form before, kaya wala siyang credits. So usually may credits po ito. I think this is 200 credits. 100 to 200 credits. So that means mababawasan ka lang 200 credits sa 1,000 credits mo pag kinlik mo yung button. So let's have another example, no? Tignan natin yung mga Yes, ma'am.
I have a question before you go forward lang. With related lang. So if ever you clicked on it, you clicked on the probationary employment, tatatak na yung 200 credits.
Not yet. When you click, for example, not yet. You need to click another button. This one.
Okay. To finalize.
Okay.
Yes. Access for 100 credits.
Okay. Kasi parang you mentioned earlier na you click it and then it will reflect on if
just to
what
clarify,
if it wasn't really what you intend to press or so hindi
yes, ma'am. Before you decide to get it, you need to check on the review first. So for example, distributorship agreement. Let's see, ma'am, no, kung hindi ko pa na-download tong distributorship agreement, we'll check how it works. So, may mga different agreements about distributorship. So, this exclusive distributorship agreement, it's a complicated contract. Medyo mahaba ito. Ito, wala na siyang credits kasi nakuha ko na siya dati. It's 9 pages. You will have it na as part of your ano.
So after availing of a certain contract, if you plan to reprint it again, it won't reflect.
And I will make defeat the link for easily.
Yes, once you want to once you already download or have downloaded the contract, no, it's with you forever. So you can download it or reuse it, etc. Now, there's a lot of our clients who does this one. They download the agreement and then they ask Leia. After that, may combination pa po. Kunyari, busy sila, no? Kunyari, si Patrick can fill up the forms. Pero yung iba, they want us to fill it up. So you can go to Leia, you can click on Leia. Tama, ma'am. Lalo na pag busy kayo, you can click on request for a legal form, put the details, like name, address, and the specification. Ganito po yan, no? Parang ganito. If you will look at the screen, this is how one entrepreneur asks us a question. Hindi niya nilagay yung name mismo, pero gusto niyang magpa-customize ng document. If you see here, can you please make a draft with the following minimum terms and condition? I think this is Company A. Company A will rent the property of Company B. Company A will shoulder the cost of renovation. Will offset the monthly rental for a period of 6 years. You can do that. And then we can draft it for you. And then once we draft it, this is very important, asking questions are free. It's free to ask questions in MyLegalWhiz, but the answers have corresponding credits. So, for example, dinraft na po namin yung lease contract ninyo, no, na gagamitin na ninyo. We will inform you that it's already in your inbox section, which is here. Merong notification, just like in Facebook, may mga notifications tayo. Dito, we will inform you and then you will be able to view the contract in your inbox in MyLegalWhiz, just like this one. This is just a sample inbox. No? Kaya yan, affiliate program discussion. Nakalink po ito. Ngayon, bago nyo po i-click, merong tayong preview, like a preview answer, etc. There's a credits na corresponding credits, parang open for 100 credits. So once you open it, and you saw the contract na, yung mababawasan ka ng 100 credits. So that's how it works po. And for example, if you want to revise it, you can also ask us to revise it. So we always do that. Ganun po yung ginagawa namin. Wala pa naman kaming situation where someone is asking and then we charge, for example, 100 credits, 200 credits, for the contract. Wala pa naman na nagko-complain sa amin because basically our contracts are also used by lawyers. So just to inform everyone, MyLegalWhiz started with lawyers. Kami po ang legal research arm ng mga abogado, ng mga law firms, ng mga law schools before we even released it to the public. So the reason why we released it to the public kasi we realized a lot of the questions of a lawyers, kung may lawyer po nanonood dito, alam natin to. Ang totoo niyan is, when their client asks a question and they're very busy, they will just pass it on to us. They will outsource it to MyLegalWhiz. Ask Leia ko na lang ito. Tapos kami na lang po gagawa nun para sa kanila. And then they will be the one to give it to their clients and ask for the legal fee. So ganyan po nangyayari sa MyLegalWhiz. That's why don't worry about if you're concerned about the contracts. We are very experienced in doing contracts because we actually provide services to lawyers, to law firms, and government agencies. Kung nakikita niyo po yung nasa screen ngayon, these are sample questions, no? Alam po natin na hindi lang po negosyo yung mga tanong eh. 'Di ba Patrick, hindi lang negosyo yung mga tanong na nakukuha natin sa MyLegalWhiz. Pati po ganito, Tagalog, meron po akong i-consult, may utang yung mother ko who passed away. Iniwan niya po yung utang, meron po ba kaming obligasyon na bayaran yung utang na yon? And then we guide the one who asked the question and we give a basis. So kung makikita nyo dyan, Tagalog din yung sagot. Ayon sa batas, ang utang na iniwan ng iyong nanay ay kailangan pa rin bayaran pero hindi lalampas sa value ng inheritance. Kung wala namang inheritance na iniwan, hindi nyo na kailangan bayaran yung utang. Kasi ang utang po is will be the payment of the debt or loan of the deceased will be coming from the estate of the deceased. Kung wala namang estate na nilabas, wala rin namang babayaran. So these kinds of questions are very important. No, para po alam ng mga viewers natin, hindi lang po business questions, pati domestic and legal personal questions ay sinasagot po ng MyLegalWhiz. Ms. May, do you still have questions?
And none so far. Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Patrick, you want to add something?
No, just yeah. I mean, siguro just also just to add na lang siguro Dex to what you said, no? Kasi some people usually ask us during the caravans so do I have to pay for all information? Just so that everyone knows, not all information on credits.mylegalwiz.com requires payment for in terms of credits. In fact, majority po ng information, especially if it's COVID related, is actually free. So
yes.
I'm a Dex. I think about 85 to 90% of our content on credits that mylegalwiz.com is free.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Patrick, for providing that information. Muntik ko na nakalimutan. 90% of the content in MyLegalWhiz are free. So there are no corresponding credits, especially the COVID-related content. So free po yan. Yung mga batas natin, like family code, labor code, nandyan po. Libre po yun. So ang may bayad lang sa MyLegalWhiz, my credits, are the proprietary legal knowledge content. Kasi po yan ang ginagawa ng team natin. Ginagawa po natin yan every day. No, like for example, these kinds of content, like rights of an unborn child when legal personality begins. No, if you click on this one, it's not related to business, but just to give an example, ayun, naka-open na pala. Let's check another one which has parental authority. Effect of parental authority on the properties of children. Example, yan. Before you read the full text, it has read more for 50 credits. Nakikita nyo po. So, you can read a preview, an excerpt. No, maybe the excerpt is enough for you. But if you want to read the full text, you click on read more for 50 credits. And then you can read the full content. That's why we provided 1,000 credits. I think it's a lot of credits already that you can use to be able to read content like this one. So may question lang po dito from Miss Hazel. Will you issue official receipts for the paid transactions with MyLegalWhiz? Businesses may need ORs for payments made. Yes po, but usually nangyayari po kasi they just transfer credits sa MyLegalWhiz through GCash . So we can send a digital receipt through email. Yan, you can pay kasi through GCash. You can pay through PayPal or bank transfer using a QR code. Digitally po, we will provide. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Questions? Hi, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Attorney, good morning.
Good morning po.
Yes, good morning, everyone. First of all po, I'm so happy na ngayon alam
Yes
ko
po.
may MyLegalWhiz na. Because kami po mga small na negosyante, tulad po ng nabanggit nyo, we really want to make our business legal, but then we're afraid to
Oo
approach
po.
the lawyers because of certain payment. Like ako, may mga gusto sana ako itanong, pero pagpunta mo pa lang sa office, yung consultations with your lawyer,
Ayun.
may 500 bayad na or more than that. Oh, kaya ako, I'm very, very happy na now I know, and thank you also for sa DTI na Region 9 na for inviting me to be part of this show ninyo ngayon. But
Yes, ma'am.
anyway po, ang question ko is, kasi narinig ko na according sa pinag-uusapan natin, kasi wala kasi talaga akong alam about this, what is this MyLegalWhiz,
Yes, ma'am.
kaya nakikinig lang akong kanina. So based po sa explanation nyo kanina, may
Yes.
1,000 po credit tayo. Ngayon po, pag consumable naman yun, di po ba?
Naubos.
Paano
Natapos na.
ma-consume na yung 1,000? Yeah. Saan kami magbabayad or paano magbabayad for another credit or how much is the minimum?
Ito,
Yung
ma'am.
mga ganun po.
Thank you very much mo po, ma'am, no? Miss Metchana Abdul. Ma'am, thank you very much as for sharing that one. Ito po, ganito lang po yun. You just need to click on the credits button dito po sa upper right. Kung makikita nyo po dito, meron akong credits button dito. And then you'll see here, pag naubos na to, naging 0 na or 100 na lang, and you need to add credits to get a document, for example, a lease contract. You just need to pay through GCash. 300 po ang minimum. 300 ang nakalagay dito, 300. And then you can use this 300 to consume and download the content. Yes, ma'am.
Guys, they have this blue games.
I have a question regarding the payment.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
there's PayPal, there's GCash, there's a credit card. What if you don't have what if to those MSMEs who doesn't have online banking?
What happened?
Okay. Ma'am, you can
Online
yes.
banking.
Click on the floor turning dark.
Pag wala silang GCash, ma'am,
Like
wala
a
silang
certain
PayPal.
account number. That also
We will yes, ma'am, ito po. Magbibigay po tayo ng account number.
Yes, that would be helpful. Kasi marami ding MSMEs na who's not doing online transactions. Banking transactions, I mean.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, mga
Pwedeng Palawan ba? Attorney, pwede po bang
dapat.
Palawan?
Pag-aralan natin next yung Palawan. That's very
Kasi-
possible. Maybe in the future. Yeah. That's definitely something we want to do.
Mas mabilis sa kanila or sa amin
Tama.
in general. Through banking, like deposit through BPI, BDO, yun yung Palawan, Mlulier.
Mhm.
You have
Yep.
to add that to your
Yeah.
If you
Thank you for
want
that.
If
Yeah.
you want to cater to MSMEs, I think it's beneficial kung kasama yung yung choices na yun for the detail. Ay, suggestion ko lang naman.
Yes,
That's a
ma'am.
good suggestion. Thank you for that.
Thank you for that, Ms. Shermay, and of course, Ms. Vichana. Tama po yun, no? We will definitely take that into account na yung mga iba walang online payment gateway. So, yung Palawan or LBC, tama ba? LBC ba yun? Cebuana Luwilier, etc. So, hopefully, we can provide that soon para po sa mga MSMEs natin na walang online payment gateways.
Bukas agad.
Bukas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sige po.
Attorney. Additional po, do we have an expiration on this? Like example na your 1,000 credit expired within a year, or do we have like that?
Yes, ma'am. 1 year po yung credit, so hopefully magamit nyo po yung 1,000 credits. Meron po siyang expiration. Usually nagagamit naman po in a few months in our experience. Pero 1 year po ang expiration. Ma'am, I have a question. Ano po ang negosyo ninyo? Miss Vichana. Yes, ma'am.
attorney ako po. Ano po, Cabrias Cuisine po. Nasa tourism industry ako. Kasi actually, yung yung restaurant ko po
Wow.
nasa island. So since closed ngayon because of the pandemic, so walang operation. But nag-pivot po ako sa
I see.
agriculture.
That's great to hear. So yan, ma'am, may
Yan, pivot
katulong na
talaga.
kayo with MyLegalWhiz. So you don't need to pag magdadraft kayo ng mga kontrata, just like Ms. Charmaine, ito na yung kaakibat ninyo. I-ask Lea nyo lang po, o kaya i-download nyo na lang. Gamitin nyo na lang yung credits ninyo, tapos you can customize it, and then if you want us to check it, you can send it back to us, and then we will check it. Patrick, you want to say something? Sorry. Yes, ma'am, Ms. Machana, sorry.
Yes,
Sige po.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why I'm glad that we have the legal whiz, because yung going to lawyer, aside from pandemic, even not a pandemic, parang it's hard for us to go when you are just a small players in the industries. It's hard for you to tap a lawyer for yung hindi naman talagang big issues that you can do on your research. But syempre, given the internet problem, that's better that we have like this. Yung kung you need lawyer and then go to the legal whiz.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yun
Thank
po.
you very much for that. It's our privilege to help. Actually, kaming dalawa po ni Patrick, our advocacy really is to help businesses. So with MyLegalWhiz, with the 1,000 credits each, or meron kayong starting point to use immediately. So you can ask Leia, you can download legal contents, etc. Any questions po to Miss Hazel? Definitely, Miss Hazel. We want to provide a talk about MyLegalWhiz to your local chamber members. So anytime, just let us know. Me and Patrick will be available.
Okay,
any
thank you
questions,
very
ma'am,
much.
Thank you po. To the DTI staff, ma'am, baka meron kayong inputs or questions?
Attorney, can we have your contact details? Baka kasi magtanong yung mga MSME natin para mag-schedule sa inyo so that we can also give them.
Yes, sige po. Opo, I will just type it in our chat. And also we have this one po for everyone. Paki-check na lang po ang natin. Ang Facebook page natin. This is very important kasi you can message us sa Facebook through Facebook Messenger. You follow us and like us po kasi po meron po kaming nire-release na mga features or services or live sessions. You can ask questions and we will answer them. So don't forget po to follow us sa Facebook before we end this talk. Ma'am, we will give you our contact details in a while.
Okay, thank you.
So, any questions po?
Hi, good morning. Can I say
Yes,
a few
ma'am.
words?
Yes, ma'am. Miss
Hi,
Hazel, hi.
I'm Hazel Lu from Pagadian.
Yes, ma'am.
Since the very beginning of this session, I already tried to experiment, and fortunately, I'm already logged in. I have my account with MyLegalWhiz. So while you were explaining stuff, I was also trying to research already, and it's really very useful, very user friendly. And right now, actually, I think several of our chamber members are listening and watching. And I think this would be a very great help to everybody right now. Well, we are in the better normal. We try to strive, to, get through this season better and to come out, victorious. It's a very, very overused word. I mean, being resilient, but this is one way of being resilient right now, and maybe, being a springboard to the better normal, because this will be the way that we will be doing things from now on. And I think
Yes po.
your idea is so great because it's true. I didn't get the name of our other guest, but it's true, the reality that small scale businessmen are very insecure when it comes to approaching lawyers. That's
Yes.
reality. And
Mhm.
I think that this will add to their knowledge when they, in the conduct of their businesses, um, removing that sense of insecurity when they ask questions, when they ask legal questions. So I thank you for this, for coming up with this, and I thank you also for DTI for initiating this and inviting me. Thank you very much, and I hope to get in touch with you as I ask with my question that we will go through. We will do a run through with members so that more
Mhm.
businessmen in our locality can actually avail of your services. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Hazel. Yes, ma'am. It's our privilege to share this innovation to everyone, especially to the local chambers of commerce. So let us know the best schedule to do it, and we will be preparing for it. No, anytime na ano nyo po available kayo. So thank you very much po. If you don't have any questions, I think RD Grace Aduca will give us a provincial director pala of Zamboanga City Office, Miss Grace Aduca, will provide a closing remarks. Miss Grace, are you there?
Yes, yes, sorry.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes po.
Yes, ma'am.
Ayan
Yes,
po. Okay.
okay. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate the team behind the Legal Whiz. We have Attorney Dexter Feliciano, Mr. Patrick Mabilog, and also the DTI staff who made this activity possible. And I can really see the importance of Legal Whiz. This is a very useful platform for our MSMEs as well as for everyone. Knowledge of law is very important. Everyone should have the basic knowledge of law. Knowing law helps us to promote consciousness of legal culture, participation and formation of law, and the rule of law. When you do business, basic knowledge of contracts and agreements will make it easier. Knowledge of the laws enhance the quality of life and reduces tax burdens. And with this, I am encouraging our MSMEs to really use LegalWhiz. You can really access a lot of information by the click of your computer, of your smartphones, anywhere, anytime you want. So I would like to end this one by saying MSMEs should embrace change with positivity, because now we are in the new normal. Everything is online, everything is available online, and we can see each other virtually. We can connect everyone anywhere, anytime. So please embrace change with positivity. With that, I thank you again, and have a nice day ahead of us. Thank you very much, and have a nice day
Thank,
also.
thank you very much, Miss
Thank you
Grace,
po.
for those kind words and encouragement. It's our privilege talaga to provide this innovation to all our entrepreneurs, and we want to continue providing this service. Again, after this one, siguro we'll have a talk with Miss Hazel and the local chambers of commerce. And we will continue it, ma'am. If privately with your business counselors, again, if they have questions, we can come up with something before the year ends or the next year. We can have seminars no, online, kasi online naman po tayo, we can do this continuously, and it's our sabi nga ni Ms. Charmaine kanina, less costly na, wala nang merienda, wala nang traveling, no, and then gumaganda naman po ang internet natin, so malaking potential po talaga na makatulong po kami ng mas marami. So thank you very much po sa lahat ng nag-attend. So before we end it, Patrick, you want to say something? Yes.
No, I'm good. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you
for joining us.
Thank you, everyone po. We'll just play the last video before we end it. Thank you.
My name is Kenneth, and we own a small company called Cacao Culture. In terms of MyLegalWhiz, we are also a user of this product and this service.
Sir, this is one of the best innovation na nangyari sa business owners like us. I will be spreading this MyLegalWhiz sa mga friends po namin overseas, hindi yung mga kapwa natin sa iba't ibang bansa.
Yes, thank you very much, Attorney, for the invite. And as Ms. Ever said, this is an incredible app. As in, ibang klase pa talaga.
Research at the tip of your fingers. Ganyan po kadali ang MyLegalWhiz. Kaya nga iniinganyo natin po ang ating mga kababayan, hindi lamang hindi lamang po yung mga eskwelahan, sa mga law schools, Attorney N. Kahit yung mga private companies, lalo na po, mga LGU. Mga
LGU sa Attorney G.
Di ba yung mga nasa gobyerno natin, mga ahensya ng pamahalaan, i-try nyo po ito. Dahil ito po yung malaking tulong sa kung paano po kami nakinabang dito. Ang puntahang legal ay nakikinabang dito. Ang mga estudyante ng pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila ay nakikinabang. Kayo din po. Gusto namin makinabang sa lahat.